Hi folks! Alright, so today's video is a short, quick introduction to this movie, South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. Hopefully you're watching this video before you watch the film. The goal here is to get you in the right mindset for watching this movie. First of all, if for some reason you've never heard of South Park, I just want to say a few things about their style. Now, those of you that have seen South Park before, whether you watch it regularly or have just seen it or just know about it, you probably know their kind of humor. You know their style. It's crude, it's inappropriate, it's often quite absurd. I don't expect you to like it, okay? Because the film is no different. So stylistically, you're going to hear some cursing, quite a bit of it actually. You're going to see some cartoon violence. You're going to see some pseudo-sexual stuff going on. I just want you to be aware of that, okay? Like I said, I don't expect anybody to write a paper about how much they love this movie. That's not the goal. I'm not trying to convince you that you should like South Park or its style. So if you are not someone who's really into crude humor, that's okay. All I'm asking is for you to manage to sit through this film and think about what it is the creators of the movie might be trying to do or might be trying to say about American culture through the film. So, especially when they make jokes, what are they making fun of? What are they pointing out? What are they trying to get us to think about or to recognize or understand? So you should be aware, this is a musical, so there's going to be some singing, but you should pay attention to what the characters are singing about in the songs that they're singing. I've given you, for while you're watching the movie and then to fill out, either at the same time or after, a questionnaire that doesn't highlight every scene that you may want to talk about when you end up writing your paper, but that's going to guide you to a couple of moments that you should think about. Okay? So you want to think about why the characters are doing what they're doing. Does what they're doing make sense? Odds are that a lot of it's not going to make sense in terms of they're acting absurd and ridiculous. And you want to ask yourself, what is it that Trey Stone and Matt Parker are trying to communicate about people, about American culture, about society at large when they have their characters doing these things? So the one other thing I want you to think about here is I'm going to list, if you look at the guidelines for the essay, which you all should have done already, if you look at the guidelines for the essay, I've indicated a couple of things that people think this movie is about. It's talking about censorship. There are references to racism. Has a lot to do with helicopter parenting. Our sort of America's weird desensitization towards violence. One thing I want you to really consider when you're watching this movie, and then when you're writing your paper, is that you don't need to talk about every single one of those things. You shouldn't. You want to figure out, what do I think the big point, the main idea, or major argument, if you want to think of it that way, that these guys are making when they create this film. So what do they want us, as viewers, to think about? What are they trying to point out about the way that we think and the way that we act? So, again, if the style of the film is not to your taste, that's okay. I'm not expecting it to be to everyone's taste. If you find it hilarious and humorous, that's great. If not, that's okay. What I don't want you to do is, in your assignments or in your essay, to start talking about how horrible the movie is and how you think it's incredibly ridiculous that you had to watch it. You can feel that way, but don't tell me, because at the end of the day, you have to write a paper about the movie. But you're trying to think about, what is it that I think these guys are trying to say about American culture? Or what is it that they're trying to point out? Or what is it that they're critiquing? And how are they doing it? Okay? So, again, warning, there's going to be some crude stuff going on here. But your goal is just to sort of look past that and figure out, what is it that they're trying to comment on and how are they doing it? Good luck and enjoy the film.